Hello guys, welcome to episode 4 of Buranchi Special.
Yes.
We are your hosts. I'm Kaz.
Christoph.
Nicole.
How you doing today? We had a nice family outing the other day.
Yeah.
The three of us and our wonderful camera guy Eddie, who he heard us.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi Eddie. Hi. But we went and saw the live-action Tokyo Ghoul movie. Now I did miss the first 20 minutes because of work. You guys saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I was pretty happy with it for these live-action movies.
It wasn't bad considering most live actions are flops.
Yeah. Did you just show me the photos from the assassination class from
Yeah.
live action? Oh, that looks creepy. I want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, no.
Same with that Attack on Titan one you guys just showed me.
No.
Ooh, rough. Almost rather watch a Dragon Ball movie again than watch one of those.
I'm
At least
going
it's so bad that it's funny.
I guess.
Like, it's-
guess.
You just gotta fast forward through when he's in school. Yeah, but the Tokyo Ghoul movie was pretty good. You
Yeah,
know?
I actually was really impressed with it. I didn't go in there with such high hopes, but it wasn't really like, I thought it was going to be cheesy, like really
Yeah.
cheesy, like when they did the Kaganes. There were some scenes where it was like, alright, that doesn't belong there, but a lot of times I thought they did it pretty well.
Yeah,
Especially Toka's with the wing.
Yeah, that was
I
actually
really
pretty good.
liked
The wing was good. And you know, what would you say was the first like 10 episodes of the show? Around.
I read the manga.
Yeah.
So
I know
First-
it included both the manga and the anime, and they kind of tried to do it off of that. I'd say it was the first 10 episodes.
Yeah.
About that.
It ends just about where the story really starts picking up.
Yeah, when it gets
Yeah.
really intense.
mhm.
The one
I
thing
wanna
I
give
didn't
the
like
ending
is
away.
they didn't introduce Jason at all.
Yo, or the gourmet.
Yeah.
You
Which
know?
is like in the first couple episodes. I mean, I know obviously they're putting things into a 2-hour
They're a
movie.
movie,
They're
yeah.
not going to be able to fit everything, but I would have liked to see just an introduction of those characters.
Yeah, 100%. Or like, they didn't do an after credits thing like Marvel. And
That's
that,
the,
you know?
I guess, I mean, not everyone's going to do
I know, but I think that would have been a perfect
Is that
time.
why we were waiting to the end?
I
Yeah,
guess.
everyone.
I thought we were just
figured
having a
it.
conversation.
Yeah, I thought we were just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that that's when we'd see Jason. You know?
That would be
Maybe
cool.
like
I mean,
make a guest appearance at the end. Is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
the-
maybe
hinting
they wanted
towards
to
a second
see how
movie.
they were gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't know if there's gonna be a second
It was
one.
like the Attack on Titan was part 1.
Maybe they were
Well,
learning.
there's not a part 2, so you see
Yeah,
how that went.
exactly.
Don't be too ambitious.
But you never know because it would take them forever to bring Attack on Titan back.
It's true. That's true.
Well, that's because they were smart though, and they waited for the manga and then into original anime content.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was still like
I
what,
have
like
mixed
4
feelings on
years.
original
Something
anime
like that.
content, though. I kind of like it. Tokyo Ghoul did it pretty well.
Well,
like
I like their method. I'll always say this because they renamed it.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, you know, episode this it changes from the manga. It's like this is an alternate story.
Yeah.
Like Route A. So that was good. I liked Route A though. It was pretty good. But then like Soul Eater, the original anime ending. Oh.
They literally say the power of friendship. They literally
Power
say
of
it.
friendship. That is our motto, power of
Yeah.
friendship.
Power of friendship.
But that was really
I mean, for a live action, I had a lot of blood.
Yeah.
And action,
yeah.
which I liked. I'm more of a stickler when it comes to details, so
Yeah.
you know the intro wasn't up to my par.
See,
But-
I missed that part.
And
Yeah.
I told you when you walked
Yeah.
in, you know the way she died and all that other sorts. I wasn't happy with that.
I was happy with her character though, how they portrayed her when she like kind of flipped the switch like out of nowhere.
I feel like the switch could have been a lot more abrupt.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Like she
kind of
could have
liked
been a
it.
little more crazy, like how she was in the manga.
Mm.
But I'm not the actor or actress.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I think everyone wants to be called actors now. I think I read that somewhere.
I don't know.
Alright.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, but I mean, I give it like a 6.5.
Yeah.
It's better than the other
Fair.
live action ones that I saw, especially the Death Note, which we don't talk about.
It gets a 1.
That gets a 1.
I have virgin eyes for that one.
You should save it.
Even
for
my
something-
dad watched
Save
it.
it for something special.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, I agree. I said it's a fair rating. But it was good. I kind of want to rate it a little higher just because every
Maybe
other
like a
thing
7.
sucks so bad. All the
Yeah.
other live action movies are
Yeah,
so
I mean, if you're gonna compare it like that to all the other ones, but if you're gonna isolate it,
yeah, if you're gonna isolate it, that's a good rating. But compared to other ones, definitely above and beyond.
yeah, I'll
Some of
give it.
those
I'll
ones.
definitely give it a 7.
It's definitely a watch. Definitely watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
100% watch
Even
it.
if you watch it once, it's totally fine.
Totally only need to watch it once.
I suggest
Yeah.
you watch it.
Yeah, it's not something I would own or like rewatch all the time.
Yeah, I'm not
but
gonna buy it.
I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah. Oh, I used a free movie ticket.
Yeah, lucky you.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they didn't play No Game No Life.
That's true.
Technical difficulties.
The guy like looked at me weird when I asked him for the ticket, because I was the only one in the theater.
Same.
I'm like, don't judge me.
There was like 8 other people there
I
with
feel like I
us.
look like I would be
No,
buying a ticket.
because I had left from work and went there, and there was nobody in there except for the people who were working there.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Like
got there
it was
early.
just me. Well, I had to beat traffic, and I
Yeah.
beat traffic.
Woo.
I had like an hour and a half to spare.
I got nachos. They're good.
Yeah.
Alright. Did you ever notice that they never have traffic in anime?
I
But
mean,
you've seen the race where they have a bunch of traffic.
Yeah.
traffic. I mean, it just depends on like which anime you're watching.
Which
They always
area?
seem to get where they need to get easily.
Depends on where they
I
live.
feel like Tokyo would have more traffic in a lot of these shows.
I mean, they're also hopping from building to building half the time. With their dogs,
Yeah,
so I don't
that's
think
all,
they
yeah.
really like get to traffic.
They're not looking down.
You don't see them driving anywhere.
It's a valid point.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well,
That's that on that.
So I'm going to be talking about another. Basically, it's about a class. It's class 3 in Yomiyama High School. No, middle school. I'm sorry. And this kid, Saki Kibara, moves from Tokyo, and he's pretty much thrown into this class in the middle of the year because he has an asthma attack. His lung collapsed, so he's in the hospital for the beginning portion of the school year. So he's introduced to the special class, and they have this calamity, they call it. And when there's an extra person in the class, a bunch of things go wrong and everybody starts dying, and it's wild. Because one person in the class is actually dead already. So
I didn't see that coming.
yeah, it's
No.
wild. It's really crazy. Like the first 2 episodes are kind of slow because it's just kind of him in the hospital and you don't really get what's going on. Like it's very eerie, but it intrigues you more so than it's like, whoa, what's happening? But after the first
special
2,
ed at first.
no, like their special is in like they're so secretive about it. Like they don't talk about it. That's why he's so confused. He's like, what's going on? Like everyone's ignoring me. Like it's very weird.
Alright.
So basically, they don't tell him anything. Like the precautions they have to take to prevent this calamity from happening. So
Alright.
one of their precautions is they pretend the extra person doesn't exist. But when he's thrown into it, there's another extra person. So now they're like, crap, what do we do? So they kind of just go along. Nothing happened. They acknowledged him, you know, and then everything starts happening. So basically, anybody can die. It could be people in the class, people that they're related to in the class, like your mom, brother, and all that. Even the teachers, principals, they're all at risk once this starts happening.
The kids in other classes and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, that's not fair to everyone else.
Well, no, it's just their class. Like people associated with class.
Oh, alright.
So like moms, brothers, and all that.
Yeah.
So the only way to stop it is to kill the person who's already dead. But they don't know who's dead. They have a scene where like in the back of the desk it's carved in who is dead. And everyone thinks it's one girl, Mizaki, because she's really creepy. She's got an eye patch. She's a little weird. That's the one that they were
She's like
ignoring.
red eyes too or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one who they were originally ignoring to prevent the calamity. But when Saki Jibara was introduced, he acknowledged her. Because nobody bothered telling this poor guy.
They gotta fill him in, right?
Yeah, so he pretty much messed everything up.
Of course.
Way to go.
Yeah, and the only way to stop it is you either have to go away from Yomiyama or kill the dead person. So I don't want to give too much away because the ending is pretty much,
Who
I
the
don't
dead
want to
person
spoil
is.
it, yeah. And like how they find them, I don't want to give that away because it's really important.
How many episodes are there?
It's very short, I think it's only 12.
Oh, it's a little
It's short, and
nice
there's only
little
one season.
show.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I actually have it on DVD.
It has a good resolution though?
Yes.
Alright,
It's
cool.
got a great
Nice.
ending. And I can't say that for most like one season animes, usually I'm very unhappy.
Power friendship.
It's not really even the power of friendship.
Yeah,
They're just like
there's no French.
Oh,
they
that's
solve the problem, pretty much.
Alright.
But it's definitely not who you expect. It's like, what the fuck?
So it's almost like a little detective show.
Yeah,
going
it's
on.
really
Yeah, a little
cool.
mystery show.
The
I
whole
like
time
that.
you're like, I wonder who's dead. Who the fuck is dead?
Who's
Is it
dead?
this kid? Is it Helen? Is it him? Like,
It reminds me of Ryoko, the Six Braves a little bit. Just in the fact that like there's 7 of them and there's supposed to be 6 and the whole show is like 12
Yeah.
episodes of like, well, who's the fake?
yeah.
You know?
Pretty much. It's just, but it's funny because they explain how the dead person, everybody's mind and like memories were altered, so they don't know who the dead person is, and the dead person thinks they're alive. Like they don't know they're dead either.
Oh, they don't even know
No.
they're dead? Oh,
That's a hard left.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's so difficult.
Ooh.
Plot twist.
Well, the one plot twist,
right.
it's
So
kind of
killing
a spoiler.
everyone.
It's not
Right.
like a super. If you don't want to hear about it, just kind of, you know. So, the Mizaki, the girl with the eye patch, she has a fake eye, like a doll eye, that allows her to see the color of death. So she's the only one that can know who the dead person is.
So has she known the whole damn time?
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't she do something about it?
Because it's.
Oh, peace.
Yeah,
not the
you gotta
point.
watch it. You gotta
It's
watch
not the
it.
point.
The kids gotta figure it
You
out,
can't
right?
cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids gotta figure it
It's
out.
also like,
That's just like having a cheat
you gotta
pad.
watch it. It's wild. It's
Only
it's
anime
really-
will a doll allow you to see dead people.
Game Gear. It's like having a right? Is that a Game Gear? Remember the thing that we used to put on your Game Boy and it had all the cheat codes?
Game Shark.
Game
Game
Shark.
Sharks.
Game
yeah.
Gear.
Game
No,
Gear.
Game Gear was the Sega handheld system. That was a Game Gear.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Game Shark.
Yeah, you input the codes and then
Yeah.
you start up the game.
Did like 100 Master Balls and stuff.
Cheater. Yeah, and then it glitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, your file gets corrupted.
Yeah.
You gotta start all over.
You could just do it the hard way and grind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember a kid in camp had one, and he was able to go behind Professor Oak's house or something.
Yeah.
And there was this
You can go through the
field,
forest.
like a tester's field or something, where all the Pokemon are at, so they can make sure they all work or something. And yeah, it was kind of cool. I never affected my game like that. I did ruin it with the Missing No one, so.
Yeah, I've messed up my game with Missing No.
Really? I
Yeah.
haven't.
You never did that as a kid?
No, I did. I just never ruined it.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Mine like crashed.
No.
You get all weird
Yeah.
looking. I had
It
Gary.
wouldn't work after that.
I had Gary surf up to me in the middle of the ocean, challenge me to a fight, hit all Missing No's, all like level 99,
Oh.
trampled me. When I went to turn, then the game went all fuzzy, and I turned it off and on, and I had no save file anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just with the red and blue. I would have a level 99 before you get to Brock.
How?
Oh, in the forest when you're walking between Ash's main town and
Oh, that little like indoor forest thing that you go
yeah, I
through.
always forget what it is.
Yeah,
Right
me
at the
too.
end of it, it's like a 1 in like 1,000 or a million chances happen, but you have to get your Pokemon poisoned just at the verge of death, and you have to like
Oh, when you flick the game off.
yeah,
and
flip the game right as like the last person's about to battle you, and you do like this whole thing, and then you like end up with like a Pokemon that has like over like 100 and something. Then you only have to like go and like battle like a Weedle, and like lose and like gain like 1 experience, and it goes to 99.
Interesting.
And it depends
I
on
wish I
like
knew
which
this
Pokemon you're using. You get like different one or whatever. I
Man.
spent a good Sunday on that.
Yeah, I wish I knew about that.
I got it, and then my brother reset it. And I was like,
I remember I thought it was a
set
big
you up
deal.
for greatness.
You're going on a tangent now. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to be talking about the ancient Magus Bride. It is on 3 prequel episodes, and then it starts the main season. And basically, exactly the prequels is exactly what it sounds like. It is the backstory of Chise, the main protagonist in the story, and her upbringing and losses in life, and how she discovers who she really is, and the way she actually accepts who she is, which is not a good exception. But she's an depressed person right in the beginning, but she's working on it, and the story, this first season picks up with her pretty much coming to live with this magician named Elias
He's a skull guy,
Answorth,
right?
I think the last name is Answorth, something like that. Yeah, he's like an ancient type of magician type of dude. I don't know exactly what he is, because I don't think they tell you yet. But they live in England, and she is the main character. Chise is from Japan, and he, semi-spoiler, he buys her to teach her magic and to make her his bride. So.
I gotta go around dating like that. So it's pretty easy.
Yeah, but like he buys it
Oh,
for
I
like
got
an
money.
obscene amount of money. Like
Fancy?
I think it was like $5 million. buys her for.
I feel like it's not too ridiculously priced in real
But
life.
there's a back reasoning to it, because when you find out who she really is, you find out there's no more left in the world of them, so she's rare.
Definitely good pricing then.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Nonsense.
So, essentially, it just picks up with her, and she loves reading books and everything like that, because that's the only thing that she really had when she was growing up.
Alright.
And you learn that in the prequel, the backstory on her. That's about as much as I want to say, because I don't want to give it away, because it's still... Episodes are still coming out every week.
Currently airing.
So I don't want to like give too much away. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's still new, so you can easily pick it up within a week, and you can be up to date. By the time this airs, you know, that we'll already have 4 episodes in, so that's, what, 7 episodes you can watch? I watched it in one night, so
Alright, cool.
I would suggest it. It's pretty
Nice.
good. I haven't read the manga, though, and I heard the manga was really good. So, with that being said, I give that like an 8
Alright,
so far, yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet, I'll check it out.
That's about it.
Alright.
Really plain, short, sweet.
Alright, cool. So, our last show we're going to be talking about, we're sticking, I guess, with the ghost and spooky themes, is Mob Psycho 100. I know we mentioned it when we were talking about One Punch Man.
Yeah.
And then I read this week that, well, when this comes out, it's going to be like 3 weeks. But, I read this week that they just casted for the live-action play in Japan for Mob Psycho. So it's like, well, you know, that's a good way for me to talk about it, I guess.
Wow.
It's a great show. It's definitely one of my favorite shows that came out that season. I like it a lot more than I like One Punch Man. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You know, One Punch Man was just too hyped up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it was.
Yeah, even my barber told me about it.
Yeah, everyone. Did you watch One Punch Man?
You watch One Punch? You watch anime, right? Did you watch One Punch
Yeah, I
Man?
know this kid who got a One Punch Man tattoo and he watches no other anime.
That's horrible.
That's
I was
One
like-
Punch Man dedication right there.
Why would you get I don't understand. I mean,
Fads.
whatever. But
The fad.
Fad.
also, it's a really bad tattoo. But
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anywho.
But Mob Psycho 100.
It's a great show, written by the same guy, obviously. You know, it's the same illustrations. I tried to read the manga, but the manga illustration is so bad that I just couldn't do it. I'll
Probably
be
because
honest.
of the characters just being all over the place.
No, dude, the drawings are so bad. I'll show
Oh,
you
yeah.
later. Oh, man. You know, I can't draw if it saved my life, and I might be able to do that type of quality.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's a great story, though. The anime is fantastic. It's about the main character's name is Shingo. I'm definitely butchering that. I'm so bad with names.
Thought it
Right?
was
Shigeo.
Shigio. Or Nissan, whoever is calling him.
depending who's calling him. But so the kid's an Esper, and he works for this guy who's great because he's like an exorcist.
Well,
But he
he's
has no powers, so he's really
he's
just
the
a
greatest
con man.
con man in the world.
He's the greatest
He really
con man
is.
ever. It's great. I love him. He's a riot. He pays the kid like virtually nothing. Too.
Yeah.
His name's like.
But the kid's in middle school at the time, and then he goes to high school.
Yeah, the kid does everything.
I know.
Since the kid's an actual Esper, this guy Aritaka.
Yeah.
He carries Mob around with him, and is pretty much just like, hey, do my job for me. And
Well-
the kid goes around the first couple episodes just, you know, killing kind of like spirits,
Yeah,
like evil spirits.
The one
And-
with the tunnel.
Yeah, the biker gang,
Yeah.
biker gang in the tunnel. It's like the first or second episode.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a good balance because it's really funny. And a lot of times, one of my favorite things on the show is how exaggerated they'll show these characters' faces when they're like fighting or like yelling at each other. They do some very interesting like
The facial expressions are really like
exaggerated.
extravagant.
I noticed that actually.
Yeah, when
It's
we showed
funny.
you an episode.
Very interesting.
Like he's not angry, he's like really angry.
Oh. And you can
Very
see it's like
extra.
hurting him to the bones.
Yeah.
You know, and like they all get like that. It's great.
Well,
Yeah.
except for the main character.
Yeah, the main character is like motionless,
Yeah.
and
He cries a lot.
yeah, he has like no friends.
My character's tired.
Yeah. No,
Well, he's
he-
got no friends because like he's weird.
He's awkward, and all he wants is like a
Same.
girlfriend.
But he wants a specific girl.
Yeah, but he's got kind of broadening horizons. He does go on that date. You know,
Not a date.
It's kind of a date.
Not a date.
He goes on.
She convinces him to go out with her to
They sit on a park bench all day. It's
because she
totally
wants
a
to
date.
communicate with aliens.
I know, she's
so
crazy.
she uses his power to figure out other people that are espers, so she can
Yeah,
eventually learn how to use her mind to talk to aliens.
It totally does nothing. It totally does the background of an episode when we meet his brother. Because he has his brother, you've seen the brother a little bit in the show, and then I don't want to give away too much, but, you know, there's always more to the brother than meets the eye.
Well, eventually, yeah.
And that's when the main story, when he starts going, is when he's on his date. Not date thing. But it's great. He makes some friends, so, like, you start feeling good in the show, because the kid really has no friends in the beginning. And, like, he tells his boss, he's like, hey, I want to take some time off and join a club. So he joins a club, and he gets some boys. They're his boys. They're fucking boys, alright? Yeah, he's killing it now, you know? He started exercising and stuff. You know, he's really trying to get what he wants in life.
Fitness Improvement Club.
The Fitness Improvement Club. Those are his boys.
I like the scene when he, figures out in his life the scene of events where he's like, well, if I go,
he plans it all out, man.
he's just like he has like a flashback, and he's like, well, I stopped doing this because she did this and then this, and because he's trying to win this one girl over, and ultimately he determined that if he joins the
Fitness Improvement Club,
that he'll eventually get her.
Yeah, that's such a funny part, though. It's such a funny part with the signing. When he's like, and Fitness Improvement Club.
So there's definitely a lot of funny parts.
Good laughs, good emotionally story too. And I think I mentioned this before, how, like, intros, it's gotta have a good intro, a lot of animes.
Yeah.
Fantastic intro.
I did like the intro.
Super trippy. First time I put it on, I was with my roommate, and we were just like, what the hell are we watching?
Well, yeah, the first episode just starts off, like, at 100.
Yeah, like, and then the intro hits, and you're like, this is the trippiest intro ever. Mm-hmm. And it's, like, one of the best shows I've watched. I'd give it a hard 9, to be honest. A solid 9. I liked it a lot. I'm totally gonna watch the second season when it comes out.
Then better.
They announced that they're gonna do a second season. Good. Yeah. I think they're just waiting for the manga a little bit. Okay. And there's a couple of nice One Punch Man Easter eggs. Like, his boss on his speed dial has, Saitama's phone number on the speed dial.
I didn't even notice that.
No, it's in Japanese, the writing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I read that on the internet. Yeah, but then there's another part of that other gang, they're reading a One Punch Man book, too.
I didn't even notice that either.
You didn't notice that?
No.
Oh, they're reading a One Punch Man.
I'm gonna have to watch it over again.
So, you know, little sprinkles of his other work, you know.
That's how it is.
Yeah, it's good. I like the little Easter eggs. It's something to keep your eyes open, you know. But yeah, great show. Definitely check it out. They give a very vague thing, because, like, halfway through it, it takes a drastic turn. And then there does end up being a main antagonist group, like the Seventh Gate?
Claw. Claw is the group, I believe, and the seventh
realm.
No, not realm.
Seventh branch. Yeah. And those are all the guys you meet in the anime. In the manga, you've met other branches.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with it. I gotta read it, to be honest. I really liked it, so I should do that.
Then there's like the whatever it is, like the main headquarters, where like the big guys are.
Yeah. We only got a hint at that in the anime, but they do hint at it. It's good. And the ending is one of the best endings ever. It's just such a good left turn,
right?
And you're just like, yes, so happy it ended this way.
But, I'm happy it did, because like now. He knows.
I'm so happy how the day was saved, just specifically.
The day was very much saved.
The day was saved, and it was not saved with the power of friendship, unfortunately.
No, it was.
Kind of.
It was.
Kind of.
No, it was.
It was still kind of the power of friendship. Power of friendship.
Literally.
It works every time.
But if you're stuck in anime, power of friendship.
Power of friendship.
Just get some friends.
Yeah, if you don't have friends and you're stuck in anime, you're done. You're
screwed.
You know, even Goku's got friends.
No friends, no life.
No friends, no life. That's why all the solo players in Sword Art Online died.
Yeah.
They didn't have friends, except for that one guild.
Yeah, they could have done without that. Anyway. But that was that. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it.
Definitely.
It's, like a year or two old now?
Yeah, it might be 2 now.
So it's not...
all out when I watched it, and that was
Yeah.
a year ago.
So it's not relatively new,
Year and a half.
but the season 2 will be coming out soon.
2018. I'm not sure.
Soon.
I think I want to say spring.
That's much sooner than
Yeah.
fall.
That
So soon. So if you want and you're interested in Mob Psycho 100, check it out. I think it's only
Definitely
about
check it
13 or
out.
14 episodes, something like that.
I think it's
12? Is it
Yeah,
12? I thought it was
It's
a little bit longer than
No,
that.
it's a solid 12.
Okay,
though,
it's
yeah.
12.
They're
My
all
bad.
good episodes.
Round
There's no
numbers.
nonsense.
And you will probably enjoy it.
You
and I
will.
hope you will.
If you don't enjoy it, tell us in the comments.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we will not apologize.
Comment below. Tell us
We
if
will not.
there's anything you want to listen to.
Alright, cool. And you know what, guys? I'd say that's about it, right?
That's it.
We could wrap it up for today.
Yeah.
You know, and if there's anything you guys want us to talk about, like I said, throw it in the comments.
Yeah.
And we're about to get all the social media going, so
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
That's about it.
talk to us.
Comment below. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.